In my last video, I actually forgot to talk about the Argo Jet, and I wanted to take a look at it because in the movie for Godzilla King of the Monsters, the Argo Jet was super advanced. It was like the most advanced technology that they had against kaijus or just titans. I don't know about you guys, but to me, the Super X3 is pretty much the Arco Jet right here because they work similar in some ways, and you can tell that it is because the Super X3 is supposed to be super advanced, and this is a super style advanced technology jet type of thing that they have. It's pretty much a big mothership that carries jets, tanks, Osprey gunners, whatever they have to ride. It's like their operation base that they have right here. And one of the cool things that I saw in the movie is how they displayed that, the way they release other jets, the Osprey gunners, whenever they need backup against Titans. That was super cool against Ghidorah. You just see all the missiles attacking Ghidorah and Godzilla. That was so epic. Just seeing all the jets and all of that. And you do get to see like a big gap in technology between 2014 and 2019. Like, they really did advance so much with technology, and I'm guessing that's because of the titans, like the mutos and all that. And I don't know, I think this has potential for so many more things in the future. With the monsterverse, they can really upgrade this stealth Arco jet to do so much more, like have they can potentially install like lasers, super advanced smart missiles, or maybe just lasers like a fire type of laser, maybe a ice type of laser, just like in Burning Godzilla with the Super X3. And that would be something very cool, and just a little throwback to the old classic Super X2, 1, and 3. That would be just so cool, and they really have to use this against Godzilla versus Kong. Like, it has to return because it was super cool. Like, I legitimately dig what they were doing in this movie. And the final scene when they're going to battle against Ghidorah, just the way you see the Arco jet flying overhead with all the jets just firing all those super missiles, that was so cool. And the way Ghidorah just covers himself with the wings and all that. And like I told you, just think about it. A Super X3 type of Arco jet mixed together to have lasers like a fire beam. That would be so cool, guys. What do you guys think? Were you guys impressed with the Arco jet? Were you guys expecting more? Did it let you down? I personally love the Arco jet, and just the way it maneuvered, the speed that it had, like, this really demonstrated like it was a super advanced, powerful jet. And I loved it. I really did love it how they would go to different places to see the Titans with the Arco jet. It pretty much served as their base, as their floating base. And you see like Mark Russell and Zarazawa just talking to each other in the Arco jet. And it's pretty cool because think about it, probably they can upgrade it with canyons to the side and maybe have like machine guns, maybe laser type of weapons in the future. And the doors are open for so many more things. I think Michael Dougherty opened the doors to the Monsterverse because he gave you 17 Titans or even more, and then the Arco Jet, so that can potentially leave the doors open for so many more monsters, ideas, whoever takes over for the future. And I loved it. I really did love it. I don't see why anybody would hate the Arco Jet. And one of the things that I really did love is the design. It's so cool the way it looks like a stealth type of bomber, and the way it utilizes the engines. It's just like the thrusters in the back. That was one of the main cool things that I really did love when it was about to like skydive under the water, and out of nowhere it turned its super engines, and it bam, it just started to fly up. That was so cool. And I don't know, talking about Rodan, I would have loved to see more demonstrated with Rodan. I don't know, I just felt like they were hyping up Rodan to be this badass, and it didn't really turn out to be that, because you do get to see Rodan engage with Ghidorah and he loses. Somehow he gets thrown into the water, and from there you don't know anything about Rodan anymore because Godzilla comes and takes Ghidorah underneath the water, and then they have like a mini type of battle before the oxygen destroyer comes and pretty much kills off Godzilla. But Ghidorah lives somehow, I'm not sure why. Well, it was actually explained because he's an alien. That's why he was able to survive the oxygen destroyer, and he can regenerate his body, his head, anything pretty much. It confirms it in this movie. But I really love the Arco Jet, and I think it deserves much love than what we're actually giving it right now. Another thing that I would love to see with the Arco Jet is if Godzilla ever needs any type of backup, the Arco Jet could come and feed Godzilla some type of radiation to keep his energy very high. Or maybe if he needs some type of support, right, the Arco Jet could attack with multiple missiles that freeze their targets. Like, say they target a specific weakness, like their legs, their head, and it makes them go slower. And another cool thing to see in the future is if the Arco Jet could feature some type of shield. Because let's say some type of kaiju attacks the Arco Jet, right? It could use the shield to deflect the attack and possibly have some type of feature where it could absorb the energy to boost Godzilla even more. Like it sends some type of laser signal to Godzilla and it powers him more, just like Mothra did with Godzilla 2019.